Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Deckin Around Deck Specs. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Carbon playing cards from Elemental Playing Cards. But before we jump into it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
And please ring the bell.
So Steve, tell us a little bit about these decks.
I can do that. These two decks are by Nick Nisco of Elemental Playing Cards. You have the Diamond Edition, and then you have the Graphite Edition, which was a collaboration with Luke Wadey. These are printed by USPCC on premium stock, and they are an unspecified print.
Cool, let's check it out.
We are going to start with the Diamond Edition, and as you can see, it's a standard tuck with no foil and no embossing. It does have the elemental symbol of carbon with the atomic mass underneath it, just like the other two editions. I really dig that front of the tuck, how it has the diamond shards kind of coming out of that central circle.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah, as you can see, the back design brings forward that round circle element with the shards in the middle from the tuck box. As you can see, it is also marked deck, which definitely caters to magicians. This deck was created with magicians in mind, but it definitely can be used as cardistry as well, with that central element being that nice big circle.
Yeah, I love that it's like that
Uh,
top-down view of a diamond right there.
yeah, it's really cool. I really dig that really detailed diamond design.
Yeah.
As you can see, it has three jokers, which is graphite, pressure, and diamond, which is the kind of the process to create the diamond. Obviously, you start with graphite, you go to pressure, and creates the diamond.
Just not by using your
Yeah.
hand.
No, well, I mean, hey, Superman, maybe.
Maybe.
As you can see, the deck is pretty standard, being catered towards magicians, but it does have these cool little details like the nine of diamonds revealed right there, and that central diamond star. Now, all the court cards are monochromatic, other than here on the red suits. They have kind of that pop of color. Normally, I like seeing colored court cards, but this deck really, I really like how the monochromatic flows kind of with the theme.
Yeah, I agree. I think it really fits well, where in most cases, you want to see as much color as possible in there to really make them pop, but being a diamond is colorless, in an ideal scenario,
Yeah,
it really makes a lot of sense.
yeah, and I mean, it really works well, And here's a kind of a teaser into the other deck in this collaboration. Here's the Graphite Edition, and then you have that double backer.
Yeah, nice.
Handles wonderfully. It really is, and it isn't crushed, but it definitely feels soft and feels nice. It's definitely a softer premium deck.
Yeah, I really enjoy that premium stock versus the standard stock. I think it takes a little bit of the stiffness out of it.
Yeah, I totally agree. And as you can see, this is the Graphite Edition, and there's the atomic mass underneath the element symbol as well. Now, this one has a seal on the back that says a 2500 print run, so I'm not sure. It does feel crushed, but it wasn't specified in the campaign. So it does handle very nicely. It feels extremely soft, and that back design just littered with a bunch of detail and literally feels like you just drew on the back of a card or a piece of paper. It looks so real. There you have your three jokers, the graphite, pressure, and diamond again. And as you can see, there's a bunch of scribbles and designs on the face of the cards. And if you put those together, those actually show a signature, which is kind of cool. You're going to have to put the cards together and see whose signature that is.
I mean, I could definitely tell just from the swoop on the Ace of Spades whose signature that was, but yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to, but not everybody. As you can see, all the cards have these different details on them, which I thought was really cool. It definitely reminds me of if I'm working with graphite drawing or whatever, you kind of get those smudges from your hands,
Yeah.
and I really dig that. It kind of kind of caters to kind of every card is different. You never know what you're going to find, if you're going to find text on it, if you're going to find these cool smudges or what. And as you can see, the core cuts here are this really cool faded look to it.
Yeah, and with obviously with cardistry in mind, a lot of those little elements really come into the fanning and the visuals of the deck as well, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, and being a one-way back design, you get four different ways of fanning, which I think is really cool. So depending on what type of fan you want, you're going to get a different look every single time. And there's a double backer with the diamond back as well as the graphite version. So as you can see, here's the front-facing fan. If you turn it the other way, and you get this other totally different design. And I think it's really awesome that there's fans from the front or the back.
Yeah, it really is good looking.
Yeah, I mean, it's so creative, and gives you different ways of using that deck in the cardistry movement. Because the Diamond Edition definitely geared more towards Magic, where this one is geared more towards cardistry.
You can definitely tell, and I love that kind of like hand-drawn aspect to it that the Graphite Edition has, which really is, understandable considering it's graphite. Graphite is a great drawing tool. I think anyone who's into art has played with graphite at some point or another, and obviously it's messy and it smudges and it smears and you can erase it to some extent. I mean, pencils use graphite, so that like whole worn and used and really drawn look to it is just so perfectly fitting.
Yeah, it's funny because as I was taking pictures, like the one you see here, I was actually using real graphite, and I got graphite all over the cards, and you couldn't even tell that it was actually real graphite compared to the
But
designs on the card. And just looking at the deck, when you look at the diamond deck, if you see sharp corners, sharp details, and it definitely brings you in to that diamond feel, whereas the graphite is more smudgy and kind of, I mean, I don't want to say messy, but it kind of gives you that kind of feeling that you are using real graphite, which is pretty cool how they invoke both of those emotions.
yeah, no doubt. And I think, yeah, that top-down view on the Diamond Edition from the like the view of the table of a diamond is really just so awesome. And like you mentioned, great Magician's deck, marking system built into it, which is really fun for anyone who has it. Check it out. But yeah, I think both of these are really just amazing decks to see. Great third deck in the series from Nick Nisco, and it's always fun to see collabs when you're doing these new series as well. So having Luke come and do the Graphite Edition was just brilliantly done.
Yeah, agreed.
So for everyone checking this out, thank you so much for watching this episode of Deckin Around Deck Specs. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop a comment down below. Let us know if you've picked up the Carbon, Diamond, or Graphite Edition yet. Let us know which one you like best.
Peace.